So here I am, out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plans, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong. Then I come to my senses. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel don't be afraid. Don't do that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me, yeah. And I
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about Astroworld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at Astroworld is We hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optolong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be ya, I wanna see ya. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see, I wanna be. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Yeah. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue.
on my telescope now. Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell? One thing right, who I may do two things wrong. If I walk that fine line, who I will always take it wrong. If I just do them, I can live from the right. I sleep all day long, then I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I've felt a lot of women refuse to understand. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money, whatever else bring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Making such a fuss, and I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? October, annular eclipse. Oh. Don't let your glasses fall off when there's a solar eclipse. You might hurt yourself. Let's try that again. Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? Are you ready for it? October 14th this year is an annular eclipse, followed by April, another total solar eclipse, and you can get your own branded Astroworld telescope solar glasses made by American Paper Optics today on the website, astroworldtelescopes.com, or give me a call, 516-273-3771, and we can get you a set of 4 of these for $9.99. come on down again, astral-telescopes.com, and keep imaging as long as you don't have a solar shade on. Keep educating. Thanks, guys. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Seems to me that I've lost my friend. Got the sunset on the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid you're feeling alone. Time and space can never unfold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghost embrace can only me tears. And I've got nowhere to choose. I'm gonna start running back for lands with blue. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this blues. But I'm afraid, it won't not be true, that I might never be back Seems to me that I've lost my friend.
It's gotta mean something. It's gotta.
here I am, out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plan, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, I'm coming. You can feel my power, and I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me.
All right, here we go. We got the fifth honeymooner tonight. We got Eric Watson and Dave. Oh, there it goes, Dave Schaefer. There you go. So we got Dave with us again tonight. And I guess I got some bad news to give out to everybody. Looks like Eric's aunt, I believe, passed away this morning. So Eric's having a rough gonna have a rough 2 weeks. So yeah, he's hanging out with the family tonight. So he will not be with us tonight or all week next week. So next week, Dave is gonna come on if he's available, and then we're gonna have Sean Nielsen as well is gonna take up some of the slack. So, oh, excuse me, sorry, got a little frog in my throat there. But yeah, we'll do. It's going to be a fairly, maybe a fairly. I mean, I thought it was going to be a fairly quick show the other week, 2 days ago, and turned out to be a good conversation. So it kept on going. So we'll see how it goes, because the Islanders are playing tonight, so I'm gonna have to watch that. Actually, they don't start till 10 anyway. They're playing Vegas, so I got plenty of time. So so
Oh, you guys are in Vegas tonight?
yeah, we're on the West Coast. It's like it's been 9, 10 o'clock starts for the past couple games. So
We're up 2-0 against Carolina right now.
yeah, all right. Well, Islanders again blew a 3-1 lead to Colorado the other night, and was not ended up losing what 5-4 in overtime, I think. But
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah, that's horrible. Anyway. All right, so moving on, we're gonna go. I changed some of the sponsor slides again, and I actually somehow I deleted Ron's slide, so Ron is still coming on, but let's get that going really quick here, and there we go. So you'll notice that we're changing the sponsors a little bit. Red Giant level, we still have Prima Luce and Optalong with us. So they have renewed their membership. And then Masters of Pix Insight and IP4AP are still around. So if anybody knows anybody that wants to become a sponsor of Astroworld, that's a vendor or whatever, and you got some contacts, please let them know that we're looking for new sponsors. So as long as it's not, retailers like we are. So that being said, Master of Pix Insight, IP4AP, free classes. I have purged the wheels. So starting next week, actually starting tonight, up for the wheels. They're up there, they're ready to go, and I believe they have 0 entries in them. So if they're not 0 entries, let me know. I'll fix it live on TV. So I'll fix it.
Well, let me do that right now.
You're not allowed to. Ever since you came on, you're defunct. But
Boy.
I'm just kidding. So for those of you guys that don't know, or girls that don't know, well, we do have our own retail. business that we do sell astro gear on Astroworld telescopes. You get Ioptron, Prima Luce, and Leah, ZWO, Player One, pretty much everything you can think of. I'm still dealing with Deep Sky Dad. I got Deep Sky Dad stuff, so it's going to be kind of fun. So go check us out at astroworldtelescopes.com and get your stuff there. And I'm going to be doing this probably till actually this will be the last night. But we had a member that passed away in December, Hogarth. Feel free to go to his GoFundMe page that was started by Luca Manico, Luke Newbold, and all the proceeds of it go to the Cancer Research UK in the memory of Nigel. So good guy, man. He was a member for us for a couple of years, and unfortunately, he lost his battle with cancer, and we're gonna miss him. So. And we got on January 10th, which is this Wednesday coming up. He's already confirmed he's in. He's looking forward to it. Nico Carver from nebulaphotos.com is going to be coming on and hanging out with us and doing a little presentation and chilling out with us. And I do got some good news for you also on Wednesday. We are going to have, and he promised me, sometimes promises get broken, but he promised me he's going to be on. Pete Myers is going to be coming on Wednesday on a return. He's finally settling down in this job, and he's able to make some time. So January 10th, he'll be on as well. So
good.
January 17th, we've got my buddy Maxie from the Global Star Party, astrophotography to the max, and does a really great astrophotographer from Argentina, and he's going to talk about some of the processes that he does with this astrophotography. Really good astrophotographer. Another great astrophotographer, Adrian Bradley, going to come on January 24th. It's going to be great having these guys back. They're always a good time, and I always learn so much. So definitely don't forget to see all these great guests. I'm starting to pile them up again. So it's winter time, so everybody wants something to do. So in between here and there, one got deleted. February 7th is Ron Breacher is going to be on from Masters of Pix Insight. February 7th. And then February 14th, we got Greg Crinklaw from Skyhound, which is the creator of Sky Tools, 3, 4, imaging, visual, the whole thing. He's going to come and hang out with us. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I met him once at Cherry Springs. He's a good guy. So it's going to be really cool having him on. And Mabula emailed me yesterday, 2 days ago, maybe Wednesday night. I don't remember. But he said, thank you for reaching out. He's still working on it. And the reason why it's taking him so long is because he writes the manual too. So that's what he's doing. He's writing the manual for it. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer than normal. But he is definitely going to be coming on, and it's going to be fun having him on as well. So, and don't forget to come and hang out us on our other social media platforms. Astroworld's on everything: Discord, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, the whole thing. One other thing we should really go over is our membership, because we can't do any of this, and if this is going to work, it does work. Yeah, look, it worked. There we go. I didn't have to do anything. That's awesome. But all the members, thank you for your support on Patreon, YouTube, everything that we do, all the things. If you're a cash subscriber, it helps us with our Neve table. When we get a table for Neve, it helps us get the shirts and all the calendars and all the gifts that we give away. It helps pay for it. So thank you everybody. We have almost 60 members across the two platforms, between YouTube and Patreon. Patreon, you get a bunch of better perks. So definitely go check out our Patreon page, and there's some content on there that I've thrown in there. But thank you. So we got levels from $5 to $50 a month, and the more you pay, the better gifts you get. So I mean, it's real interesting, and it really helps us out. So Feel free. There is still a substantial amount of echo. There's an echo. Hold on.
I don't hear it on my end, but
Check.
that could be on
Oh, I
YouTube.
do have an echo. Hold on a second. Check 1, 2. That might be from your speakers, maybe.
From my speakers. Put my headphones on. Let me do that. See if it makes a difference.
I'm like, hold on. Huh, that's weird.
How about now?
How is that now, guys? How is that? Is that better? Tell me if that works.
Yeah, so with my headphones on, you won't get the feedback from my speakers.
Ah, good. Awesome. There we go. Thank you. Nope. There you go. That works. All right. I'm going to mute the site. So, all right, cool. All right. So that being said, so tonight we got a bunch of stuff to go over tonight. And there we go. All right, we have a bunch of stuff to go over. So we're doing a little bit about Constellation Night, and I got a really boring constellation to go over because, of course, I had, the Southern Hemisphere. So I have Corona Australis. So that is one. Excuse me, but I'm going to go over that. I know Dave is going to be going over some of his the Christmas tree you've been doing, right?
Christmas tree nebula. Yeah, I took a bunch of extra narrowband stuff last night, so I gotta put all that together.
Nice, nice. And then we also have the picture of the year, which we're still going to be doing tonight. So we are going to be releasing the picture of the year. If you haven't voted for the picture of the year, go vote now. It's still open. It's open for another hour. So I'm going to take a look and see how many votes. I won't even look at who's in the lead. I haven't looked at it yet in 2 weeks. I haven't looked at it, but I'm going to see how many votes we had. We had about 170 votes for picture of the year. I don't know if we're going to break the 200, but let's see. So right now we are at image of the year. What? No.
What happened?
357 votes.
What? That's like twice as what was there, more than double what was on there Wednesday.
Wow. Wow.
Somebody got the word out.
Yeah, somebody got the word out. I don't know. Unbelievable. But okay. So 357 votes for picture of the year. So unbelievable. So that's amazing. So that being said, we got a bunch of stuff. I mean, if you want to, did you want to go over your stuff first and do some stuff with it, or
It's up to you how you want to do it.
yeah, we could do that, and then we could do that, and then picture of the year, and then go watch the Islanders blow another 3-1 lead. So yeah, so if you want to do that, that's fine. Why don't you show us what you got going on over there, because it's actually pretty cool. I saw the first picture that you threw out there, and it's
All right,
unbelievable
so
white field. So
we're just doing the screen sharing, right?
yeah, you could do the screen share. Yep.
Yeah. Can you see it?
I can. I'll make you bigger. So give me a second.
Okay.
There we go.
So basically, this is what I got last night. This is actually everything all together, my narrowband stuff. So this is the one I took and posted on Discord.
Yeah,
So,
look at
but
that.
then when I was integrating everything, I realized I only had like 6 frames of S2 data.
Okay.
And you can see, I mean, the S2 data, there's a lot of stuff there.
Yep.
So this is the S2. So I was like, I got to get more S2 in there. So I figured last night I had a clear night. I did more all narrowband, all 3. O3, and you can see there's a lot more O3 in there as well, which is kind of nice as well. So
Yep.
I definitely ended up in the HA is unbelievable. So and this is all with the GT81 and 0.8 reducer. So 382 millimeter focal length. And you know, pretty much that's about 571, the Altair 26M, same as the 2600. So basically, you know, this is without doing anything. This is straight out of WBPP. So a lot of times what I like to do is, you know, I mean, the background and everything looks pretty good. The O3 probably needs a little background extraction, everything like that. So typically what I would do is I would just, you know, go in here and find my Graxpert and open that up. And then I just run everything through Graxpert because it's so simple.
Nice. And you like the results you're getting with that?
Yeah, it's been really good actually. So, you know, I have those already open in Pix's site, but I'll just go ahead and just pull them out of here. And then I'll do a little bit of a stretch on these. So we'll stretch that out. And then you know, with certain ones, I just do the full 1.0 and then calculate it and see how it comes out. I've already cropped them to the same image, and you can see, I mean, the background, I mean, look what it took out. I mean,
wow.
And so that's the process. That's the original. I mean, it's very subtle, but it does a good job. So then I'll just go ahead and save that processed, save it, and then I'll open the next one and just open the next one. This is the O3, so you can see there's a lot more gradient in this one. Obviously, the moon was up, but it wasn't. I don't think it was that high last night. But when I was taking these, I tried to do the O3 first before the moon started to crest. Oh, see, so that didn't work too well. So you see, it left some stuff up here.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll go back to the original, and then I'll just back this down some to like I'll go all the way down to like 50%.
Hey, Dave, can you move your mouse for a second? They're saying your screen is frozen. Because I can't.
Oh,
yeah, you're gonna have to reconnect. It looks like I'm just seeing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
And try and go back in.
All right, so let's do that.
And he told him.
How's that?
I see you now. Give the screen share again.
Does that work?
Yep.
Okay. So you know what it is? I know exactly what happened here. So I haven't cropped these. That's why I'm getting that.
Ah, there you go.
So what I need to do is I need to get out of here and go back into my Pixin site because these I've cropped. So what I need to do is I need to save this. I'll just override it. And then I'll do the same for the others. That's what it was, because there's artifacts. If there's any artifacts from stacking, Graxpert will find them, and it'll leave those kind of goofy little all right, so we'll get out of there and we'll do this one. All right, so now those are all cropped. So now I can go back into Graxpert and then load those back in. So we'll start with that one. And we'll crank that back up. Oh, it did it again. Wow,
Try
there's
zero.
something going on.
Try zero. Going down to zero.
Try zero.
Yeah, go down to zero. That's what I was told was recommended.
Hi, Eric.
Zero, really?
Yeah.
I've been using one. It's been working pretty well. So,
Wow.
well, regardless, we'll just bypass that. So for now, anyway. So with what I've learned is, when you want to integrate these to make color, I've been doing this and it's been working unbelievable because you have so much more control. Is the narrowband color mapper.
Okay.
And basically, we'll reset this. You just add a layer. So we'll start with the HA. It'll come up, and I'll set this at 1.0. Go full max, and then so that's my HA. So I'm going to pull it over here a little more to the orange, or the goldish orange kind of.
I can't see your Pix Insight screen. I'm still seeing Graxpert.
Are you? Hold on. Let me fix that. I can fix that right here. I think. How do I fix that? Oh, you know what? Let me just do this. How about now?
Nope.
Can't see the Pixel site?
Can't see. You're totally frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen again.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I think your bandwidth is up. You're back. You're back.
Okay, so I'm back there. So, okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. All right, how's that?
There you go.
All right, so I got the HA up. I cranked this to 1. And then, so that's my gold. And then what I'll do is make sure I apply background extraction as I do it. So, I mean, it looks terrible, right? It's like, what the heck is that? So I just start by that. Then I'll add, next one is going to be, where is it? It's not in there. Why is it not in there? I don't know what's going on. Everything's up. Everything's closed. Everything's. reset. Redo. HA. There we go. All right, so okay. Then we add, and it's not showing me my other frames. It should be. I don't know what's going on.
What did you do?
I don't know. Usually, if the screen is up, if it's up here, it should show up in that. Let me rename these.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Paul. Hey, Josh. What's going on? B, how you doing? Greg? Playing around with some data here.
All right, so let's see if this does anything.
Hey, Eric.
Yo.
Look at your phone.
I don't even have my phone on me, dude.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then turn your messenger on.
Okay.
So it looks like everything's in there right now. So
Okay.
HA2. Who's on the background extraction?
Josh, it seems, well, it depends on the data if you need to do linear fit. So as far as the data is concerned, if you have a histogram that the peaks are way off, where you're getting more of one color than the other, then yes, you could use linear fit to match them up. But looks like your data is pretty matched up, if what I remember is right. So I don't think you... Did you do linear fit on these yet or no? Or was the data good? Dave?
The data on mine?
Yeah. So
yeah. Yeah, the data is really good. So as far as doing linear fit and all that, it does that in WBPP.
Yeah, but sometimes occasionally you'll have, when you're doing when you have one signal that's a lot stronger than another, especially in narrowband, where you kind of want to match up those histograms a little bit.
Right. Well,
but if you have the right amount of data and close to the same peaks, you're fine.
So that is something that you can do in the narrowband color mapper.
Yep.
Is what I've found. So let's try this again. I don't know what was going on with that.
Did your screen get frozen again?
Did it? It might have, because I closed it and reopened it. So
yeah, we see just the 3 pics.
Right.
Yeah.
You see me now, right?
Yep, I see you.
All right. So let's.
Hello, Newman.
Again. Hello, Newman.
There you go.
All right. So let's go here. All right. Yeah. So all 3 are there. This is the HA. Okay. So go here. We're going to run background while we're doing it. And then we're going to make it a little more orange. And then update that. And we'll add a layer. Then we'll do the 03. We're going to make that one down here kind of bluish. I'm going to change this to 1.0. And then we will update it and then add the S2 data. And we'll make that pretty bright red. Make it 1.0. Update that. And then this one, I don't know if this one I think I need to, make this as well. So you see how good a job it does in integrating those colors. So, and then you can go into the histogram controls and you can put the reference layer as 0. So that would be the HA. That's the reference layer.
Got it.
And you see that's the histogram on the reference layer. So if I go here and hit update, it kind of shows me where that's at. So if I want, I can edit that. And let's, we'll just bring this number down to, say, 0.3. See, it took it off the sheet. So we'll go back to the 0.5. It actually is pretty much right on top of it. And they're all pretty much right in line.
Yep.
So,
So
and at that point,
the reason why you didn't have to do linear fit on this is because that peak
correct.
is right now. Yeah.
So at that point, I would just go down and create an image. And then that's the integrated image of those 3 channels. And then from there, I can go and do my blur exterminator and all that. So basically what I would do is stretch it. And then obviously first thing I would do, oh, see, I do have some artifacts up there. That's why Graxpert wasn't working.
Yep.
There were some artifacts
it was taking
up
that.
there.
Yeah, it wasn't cropped right.
Yeah, that's why I was up top there. So
yeah,
gotta address
that's
that.
okay.
I'll do that real quick. We'll just do a little dynamic crop and squeeze that in just a little. I'll do it on all.
Yes. Like, subscribe, and join us on Patreon. Absolutely.
Absolutely. There you go. Get in.
So there we go. I mean, that looks
Pretty
decent.
good.
And then I would do, right into blur exterminator. So now that I got the CUDA cores working, it's awesome.
Oh, it's
so I kind of, so there's the default. With the stars are they're pretty pinpoint already, so I wouldn't reduce them any more than default. But I do like to keep a little more of the halos, so I'll bump this up to like 10, just so the stars have more of a natural halo to them. And then I don't touch anything else. I just run it.
Nice.
And it does a really good job. If the stars are real big, then, I'll reduce them down a little bit more.
Yep.
But for the most part, I mean, the defaults work really, really well. So you can see, I mean, with running these CUDA cores, it's almost done. It's so sweet.
And
this
is
the
AI4 version, right?
Yeah. So my old GPU would friggin' take 10 minutes to run that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It cut everything out really good. If you look in here, you can back up, go forward.
Wow.
And what's nice is the stars still have that natural kind of halo around them, like this big one here, it doesn't look, too boxy.
Yeah. Yep. Or crunched.
So, or crunched up. Yeah.
Yep.
So once I'm done with that, because I'm happy the way everything looks, I'll just do a slight noise reduction. Go into noise exterminator, and I'll crank this down to about 75, and then just run that at 75. Usually I'll do the detail at 25, and then run that. Once that's done, then I'll stretch it and start working on the colors and the curves and everything like that. So yeah, look how much nicer that looks.
Yeah.
So that's a lot easier to stretch now that it's been, denoised a little bit. Let me get rid of some of this stuff here. Clean up my workspace.
Don't be a dirtbag.
So, and then I've been using the So I'll just kill the stretch, and then I'll go into the generalized hyperbolic. And the one thing I like about this, I mean, it's such a great tool. But, to start, I'll just pull up my preview, and I'll give myself just a slight bit of a stretch just to kind of get things out there. See what I got. And then maybe click on an area where I know there's some data. And then I'll send that to the symmetry point,
Yep.
And then I'll crank that up a little bit more. I might pull this back a little bit. And then go from there. So now you see my histogram's way over here.
Yeah.
So then what I'll do is I'll come down here and go into linear mode, and I'll just drag this and bring that histogram. And then I can start doing more. So you can start to see some of the detail of the nebula here. So I'll click on something there, send that to symmetry, and just start pulling some of that up. And then I'll pull this back a little bit. Work the shadow areas. And just, it's just a gradual kind of little bit at a time. So, and I'll pick different spots, depending on what I want to try and get to. So like I picked something down here, maybe send that over. And you see where that line is. It's kind of on the right edge of the histogram, which is, a good spot to have it. You're not going to overcook anything really. And you just go kind of slow, a little bit at a time. Wow. And then I'll get it to a point to where, I start to like what it looks like. And then I'll stop. I don't want to go too far with that. Because you see how big everything's gotten. So I'll quit there. And at this point, I rip the stars.
There you go.
I just rip them out. And from there, I can work on the nebula, work on my colors, do some masking. Obviously, like I would take the for the combination here, I would basically be working on the colors and trying to get the color separation. Look how quick that was. Oh my God.
I don't know, man.
So, look how nice that looks.
That seems a little slow. I don't know. I think you need some more RAM or something.
I got 128 gigs of RAM.
But you need a better video card then. You need a 12 gig video card.
Don't listen to him. You're doing great, man.
No, I'm only busting your time.
So
is that only like because what is it, a NVIDIA 8 gig?
I don't know. I got it for Christmas. It's the NVIDIA 1080, I think.
1080? Okay.
Yeah, so it's an older one. But
sure.
I got it for myself.
But he's got the CUDA cores in it.
So yeah, and he hooked it up and went through the whole guide how to make it work with PixInsight, got it all set up, and I came up here and I used it. I was like, oh my God, what a difference. It was great. So you can see how much more of that oxygen I got too by getting that extra data last night. It's really nice. So, and then from there, I just start working on the colors a little bit. So at first, I'll just come into curves and, just try and, manipulate it a little bit. I mean, you see I'm really close to the edge here. So I'll try and click on a dark spot up here. And then I'll just put my cursor there and just try and bring that up a little more. And then maybe do it one more time. And just crank it up. And then you're pulling out the nebula, but yet keeping everything pretty still in the background. I really like the way it looks already.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah.
And then, but it's a little bright in the background. So what I might do is I might come in just to cheat, go to histogram transformation, and then maybe see where my histogram's at. So look, it's pretty wild. So, but I probably pull this back a little bit just to darken the background a little more. Keep from clipping, obviously.
Yeah.
And then just go over there and then stop and leave it at that. I still got a little bit of gradient there. I can always take that out. I found that Graxpert, even with a non-linear finished image, it'll get rid of any extra gradient you might end up with.
Yeah.
It works really well, even on non-linear images, which I was very surprised. So, and basically from there, I like the colors. Everything looks good. And I would basically just close that out, put that over here, and then I'd pull out my HA. And you know what? I didn't save my crop.
I see it.
Because I need to crop that out.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, to make life simple and short, I would I'd crop that equal to this. And then I'd rip the stars out immediately. I wouldn't even use the stars. And then I'd start masking and getting the detail using, in linear, I'll do in linear, I'll do multi-scale linear transform, and I'll make a couple previews, like these areas here, and even like down here. And then from there, I'll go into here, and then I'll make this as many as like 12 layers. And then I'll open this up. Because I found that the more layers you have, you can work on these layers down here, and it doesn't wreck your image. So I can come down here to there we go. I can come down here to like layer 9 and just real, easy little bit of stuff. And you can see what it does. I mean, it starts to pull out a little more of the detail. Come down to 8, same kind of thing, like 750. So it'll brighten up around like the cone. It's brightening everything up around there.
Yep.
So I'll do things like that, and then check it on each region just to see what it does and how well it works on each region. So like that region looks really good. It really brings out the contrast, the detail there. So if I feel like I like it, then I'll just apply that, and see how much more contrast it gives it. So I like that, and then get rid of my preview. Oh, I should have left them actually. Then I would.
Kevin was mentioning that if you go back to your history on your
my
images,
RGB.
Yeah.
I could get the crop right.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get the crop. Yeah, you get the crop back.
Let's. Where are you? History.
Right click the tab of the image.
If you just right click on the actual tab, and you go to History Explorer from there. The tab of your image.
And just you could either drag it to the desktop.
Oh, I could drag that out.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Good.
And then you could just drag that onto the other picture.
Yeah, then just drag and drop it. Oh, it didn't work. Did it? Yes,
there
it did.
Go. Yeah. It looks like
it left something up there.
It looks like it's not same. Maybe your geometry is a little different.
They should be. They should be because that's what I stacked. That's what I put it together with. Let's see. Oh, they look the same. They overlap. Maybe I didn't pull enough out of it. But it did. All right. So where was I? HA. So then from there, I'd probably stretch this. Actually, I'd probably rip the stars out, like I said. So, if I take the stars out, and then I could do more detailed stuff like local histogram transformation, stuff like that. I used to take these images and pull them out and put them in Photoshop and do like high pass filter and stuff. But I found that, local histogram equalization and all that works really well. So yeah, same kind of thing though. I'd make a couple previews, see how things look as I'm doing it, and then go into local histogram. Typically this is like, I use like a 2-step process here. Wow, that is. Oh, you know what? Because I didn't stretch it. So that's why. So for here, because it's mono data, I would just use histogram transformation.
Nice.
And then do that, and then just clear the stretch on that. And then stretch out this. Get it to where it looks good. Pull it back just a little. So somewhere in there looks pretty good. So now I've got a stretched image. Now I can use local histogram. Can't do that on a linear image. So then just pick preview. No. Let's come back here. Like the previews are from the old. Isn't that weird how that works?
Yeah.
Got to redo them all.
Well, you could actually. Well, depends if how good your history is. You could save the previews on it.
All right. So there's ideally what I'll do is I'll crank this up to like 100. It just work. Obviously that's going to be wow. Look out.
Yeah.
So and I'll just bring it back. And I was watching Ron Breacher, and he says a lot of times if you can't tell on the screen, that means if you can tell on the screen by watching it, it's like it's too much. But this is pretty subtle, and that's large kernel radius there. So I like that on that preview. I'll check this preview and toggle it. Yeah, I like that. And then this one should be interesting because it's on the dark area there. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so I like that. So go back to the main, and then I'll flip that over. Let that run, and we're good. And then for the small, when I go into the small kernel, when I drop that way down, what I like to do is I'll go in here and pull up ACDNR, and I'll make a copy of this, and I'll do a lightness mask with ACDNR to kind of just make sure I'm getting what I want to really pull out some of the finer detail. And I'll do that. So now I've created a mask, and I'll just put that on there. Oh, that didn't do it.
That's kind of weird, how that mask down at the bottom right corner, it looks like a freaking raccoon or a bear or something.
Down here?
No, right there. No, right. Just next to it, right, just to the left. It's like you got an eye, or the eye and like a paw and the.
Oh, right here, yeah.
No. Just keep
Yeah,
going a little bit further to the left. There, it's like that whole structure there. Yeah, right there and above. Yeah, right there. And start. If you start looking
Oh
at that,
yeah, I see. Oh yeah, from
No, there it
like the
is.
profile, like the
Yeah, like a
profile,
profile. Like a profile
or
of
like a
some
long snouted
rodent.
pig.
Yeah, like a mole or some weird looking rodent or something.
Why isn't this? It's
Only
not
Arab
gonna,
would think of things like
I
that.
gotta shorten the names on these. All right, let's do this. There. Maybe now it'll let me do it. There we go. Those long friggin' things. All right, so now I've got the preview up of that one. So we'll pull that up. And then I'll crank this down to like literally 20. 18, 20, somewhere there. See, now look at the noise that puts in it, but I haven't run Noise Exterminator at all on this image yet. So this image is already pretty noisy. And then I'll just flip back and forth. There's a very subtle change there. I think this is where it's going to be the most change.
Yeah, see that looks like that's the side profile of a pig. Exactly, it's like a warthog or something.
It does. There's the snout. There's the eye. There's this little boar horn. It's a boar.
Yeah, there's the tusky. Yeah, it's like a freaking warthog. It's Pumbaa. It's the Pumbaa Nebula from Lion King. It's the Pumbaa Nebula from Lion King.
That's what I need.
That's funny.
That's what I needed to do.
It's Pumbaa.
Let's show that.
If you ever if you've ever seen Lion King, anybody knows what I mean.
And we all know who Hakuna Matata, I think.
Hakuna Matata.
Well,
there you go. So
just so we know, we have Sean Nielsen hanging out in the background too.
Nice.
Let's see, Sean, you there, Sean?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Cool. Yeah, I just want to make sure I got audio on you.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh, Beatrice, you have to see the line. It's a classic.
So, see, I mean, that brought out a lot of the detail here in the fox fur and everything like that. Like I said, I mean, I haven't even run any Noise Exterminator or anything on this, so it's still pretty noisy, but looks pretty good. So, and basically, once I've pretty much done that, I'll take the mask off, get rid of my previews, and let's just run Noise Exterminator. And then, so this one, I'll go to default because I want it as clean as possible. And then basically, once I've done that, oh yeah, that's much smoother.
Yeah, it's much nicer.
And then once I've done that, I basically would I'd pull this one up, and then actually, let's drop this, bring this over here. Once I'm done with that, I'd bring up, I know it's in there, there it is. Turn these off. Lay that there, maybe give a little, and then lay that over top. It's going to give me a goofy thing on top, I think. So, and it darkened it up a little bit, but I can still work with that. I mean, the detail looks really good. The colors aren't too bad. I mean, a lot of this is stuff that I can still work with. I got to get rid of that. So, but if I was to do, let's just do this. Reset it. Get rid of we go. And then, you know, I can still go back into some curves and see what everything looks like. I can still pull that up. Looks like a little bit of a green overcast there. So, always do the old SCNR green, and now it's got a blue overcast. So, but what's interesting, like I said, I mean, you can take this and I can basically save it. And you're probably not going to be able to see this because it's probably not going to come up. It's still going to give me. Can you see my screen? You can't see it now, right? All you see is pics in sight, right?
Stock. Yeah.
Yeah, all I see is
Yeah.
pics in
So, yeah. So let me just do this. I'll bring it back in. See what it does.
No, a lot of this stuff that you're sharing here has just been great. Here, Dave. I mean, it's been really cool. I'm sure a lot of people are getting some good benefit out of it too, and I know they're going to get good benefit out of it on the replay as well. To see this stuff.
All right, so I just ran it through Graxpert, and that's what it looks like after Graxpert.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it needs work. I got to put my RGB stuff together, and I'd put the RGB stars back in there. And in fact, actually, what I would do is, I can actually with that script, the
screen star
narrowband color mapper, narrowband color mapper. I can add the red, the green, and the blue in there as well. And it will put all of them together. So typically, if I do that with all the channels, all 6 channels, I would do. I would take the stars out of all of them first.
Sure.
So I'd remove the stars out of all the images and put all of them in there together, because what it does is it will, you designate where you want your color bands to be for each channel. Obviously, the red, the green, and the blue are going to match similar to some of the ones you have in there. But what it'll do is it integrates your red and your hydrogen, or your red and your sulfur. Your hydrogen is going to be a little less red, more orange. Your blue and your oxygen is going to be similar color. It's going to integrate those together. And then when you're done, your stars are already out.
Right.
So if you integrate your red, green, and blue, if you just do a color combination on your red, green, blue channels, then you can pull the stars out and you just have natural red, green, blue stars. And then you can go and stretch those separately and work on those separately for when you're done and you have an image like this. Then you can put your RGB stars into this image and they'd look just natural RGB. Nice. So that's pretty much kind of how I go about it. It's always, a learning curve. So like this area here, I would probably do something. I'd probably try and make some kind of mask here to bring out more of the oxygen in this area, brighten that up, so that it looks a little more like what I had in the other image. Where's my other image? Let me pull that up. Yeah. So like I brightened it up here. So I would, try and brighten that up. So, and I think the difference is I made my hydrogen channel a little more towards the orange and yellow, in this process, where here I had it more towards the red. So this way, I think that's why this looks more red. This looks a little more orange. I mean, it's all a matter of taste, really. I kind of like the orange a little better, but brighten up the blue, get the oxygen. Like there's outlying areas here that have the oxygen in it. Probably try and brighten those up. I could try and do a color mask and see if I could get a good mask of the blues in here to, maybe brighten those up. So it's this kind of target. It's one of those. It's got a lot of things you get to kind of work on. It's always a work in progress.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
But, I enjoy it. I mean, it keeps me busy. Tomorrow's going to be raining all day and snow and stuff like that. So I will be definitely working on it for sure.
I'm sorry I've been so quiet. I'm working on something in the background real quick.
Of course you are.
If you see what I see, you'd be working on it too.
What are you?
Okay, I'm not going to ask right now. I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah. All right.
So real quick, you mentioned you swapped out GPUs. Now you have an NVIDIA GPU.
Yeah.
How many CUDA cores do you have in it? Do you know by chance?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to ask Justin. He would know.
Sure. Okay.
But it works great. I can tell you that. It's so much nicer having that.
All right, sorry about that. So what's up, Sean? What's up, Eric? I'm glad you guys made it.
Yeah. Fantastic. I was just getting a few things done in that, and was watching the show a little bit, and then I had to get prettied up, and thought I'd come on.
you don't gotta get prettied up. You look fine. Don't worry.
Oh no,
you look fabulous. Yeah. You look marvelous.
Marvelous.
Yeah, no, not much going on really. It's just been cloudy here forever. It seems.
Yeah,
so I haven't been able to do much imaging. I came across some data that I had gotten back in November, and was working on that a little bit. I was using the L-Quad filter to take that data and just doing some testing with it and seeing what kind of results I could get and whatnot. So that was fun, but it's been pretty dismal. Not a lot going on. I got a lot of things that I have to do, but I need clear nights in order to actually be able to do it. In some cases, testing equipment and stuff like that, or filters and whatnot. And I got Pegasus Astro sent me their new. I don't know if you can see that there. That they sent me their new
Focus Cube.
Focus Cube 3. There you go.
3. So I got to get that hooked up and installed and give it a go on that. I've been using the Focus Cube, actually the version 1, for years, and it's worked really nice. I haven't had any issues with it. And the only issue I did have was a firmware update that I messed up, and Evans got on there and
I remember you telling us about that.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it. Like, it was just really great. Like, it was like 3 a.m. his time, and he was logging into my computer at the telescope to fix this for me. So that was really fantastic, that he was able to do that. And I really appreciated that. So the Pegasus Astro products are really nice. They seem to be good build quality in that, and I've had good success with them. My next mount is actually probably going to be a Nix 101. I'm looking at
that's great. I love it. I love mine.
Yeah, well, it was great. You had it out at Starfest when we were there.
Yep.
And, yeah, it's a really good mount.
I already took my
of all the harmonic mounts, that's the one I've been looking at.
I already took my next vacation for Starfest, so
what's that? What?
I'm all set for Starfest. So
you're all set.
I'm all set. We just got to get the RV.
Do we do the RV, or do we just visit during the day and hang out at Ron's and image and drink?
Okay.
Because I mean, don't you want to get
Okay.
really expensive equipment with alcohol?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Depends on the weather, I guess.
I just won't get that Japanese wannabe Irish whiskey. I won't get that
Right,
again.
yeah. You did like that one.
Oh, I'm still using it in mixers.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, I got a little bit left. New Year's took a little bit out of that. So
Which one was it? I've had one of those Japanese
called
whiskeys. It was actually pretty good.
Glendalough.
Oh yeah, it wasn't that one I had.
No, it was pretty. Spent what was it, 150 Canadian on it, and
Oh my god!
because it was behind glass, and I said, you know what, I've never seen it before. Let me get that one, and I got that one, and
I've done that.
we opened it up at Sean's house, and we're like, yeah, it's not that great.
No.
So
yeah.
that's funny. I'm just looking at something real here. So yeah, Eric, glad you came on. How you feeling, buddy? You
Yeah,
okay?
Eric, how you feeling?
Personally, it's the back is better. It's just we've had a rough day today. Personally, I lost my aunt today, and
That sucks.
it's been and we were quite close because we had a very deep, I wouldn't say deep relationship, but very close relationship, unlike I've had with some of my other aunts and uncles. Main reason was because we shared a commonality with our birthdays, where how some people, you have your birthdays, you have birthday parties, you have gifts, on your birthday and stuff like that. Well, unfortunately for me, I was born just right after Christmas. So I never had, I really didn't get that opportunity.
Right.
And my aunt was the same way. She was born the day after Christmas, and she was nicknamed Christmas Queenie. And so she got how I felt, growing up as a kid. So we always had that bond and relationship, and so she always took time to always get me a gift. Unlike, we didn't have a lot. No, our family didn't have a lot of money, but she understood how I would have felt. So we had that connection, and she and my mom were very close because my mom's been gone now for about 7 years. But now I can see that now I know that when my aunt when she passed, my mom was right there waiting for her, and I know they were like thick as thieves. So I can look forward to knowing that they're together now. So, but yeah. Besides that, it's been somewhat of a rough day for the whole family.
But, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So. That sucks.
But we were talking about maybe because a lot of the family, trying to get together and and connect and all that. But I live a couple hours away, so and I'm feeling a bit under the weather. There's like a nasty bug going on, and you know how it is. But
I do.
And then with my surgery coming
stay
up
healthy
next week,
with your surgery coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know when the services are for my aunt, so it's most likely I'm not going to be able to attend those services because I'll be in recovery and stuff like that. So I'll have my chance to say my own goodbyes to her and stuff like that. But it's all good, She was going through a lot, so I'm just happy that she's at peace now.
Sorry to hear that, man. It sucks losing somebody.
It does. It does. It sucks, but
So, I don't know if you wanted to do your. I don't even know if you had a chance to do yours or not. If not, no big deal. Your Constellation or not.
Not this. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So
no.
So
been either fighting a bug. I was fighting a bug like Wednesday and Thursday.
Everyone's fighting bugs. I'm like the only one that's not sick. I'm usually the one that's sick.
Not me.
Oh, you're
not
not
me.
sick.
Knock on wood.
Guys,
everybody around me has been. I'm like, stay away, stay away.
So let me see. So yeah. So I mean, I guess I could do my little Southern Constellation real quick because it's gonna be a quickie because literally it's like not much there. There's some cool stuff, but there's not much there. There's more mythology about it than anything. But
Good.
all right. So we could do it real quick. We could just go do this.
Today's a big night anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. And I'm going through that too. So we're gonna do a couple of things here. So Sean's got a little present to give some lucky person tonight. So and all right, so we'll do Corona Australis. Okay. So here we go. Corona Australis. So Corona Australis is known as the Southern Crown, but believe it or not, the Greeks actually wasn't really into crowns. I guess they called it a wreath. So there we go. So this is Corona Australis, and I nicknamed it CA. So you can take that how it is. So either CA chromatic aberration or Corona Australis, whichever one you want to do. But the English translation is the Southern Crown. But in Greek times, it was known as a wreath. The brightest star, Alpha Coronis Australis, is I'm going to botch this. Meridiana, I guess is the name. It's an apparent magnitude of 4.1. And just remember, a couple of my presentations back, I went into a description of what the difference of absolute magnitude and apparent magnitude is. So you just got to remember the difference between that. The Corona Australis is 80th in size. It's only 128 square degrees large. It was originally introduced by Ptolemy. It's in quadrant SQ3. It's got no Messier objects. It's got 2 exoplanet systems and 1 meteor shower, which is known as the Corona Australids. So there you go. I think I got that one right. So here we go. So we got well. I thought let's do a little thing about what are we always talk about these quadrants. How did these quadrants come about? What are these quadrants in the sky? And just in case you didn't know what we're talking about, I figured I'd just do a little frame on this. So basically, imagine a globe around the Earth. Okay. So a globe around the Earth, and we call that the celestial sphere, right? So it's just basically a globe of stars around the Earth. Imagine the stars being the clouds around the Earth, right? So it's split into 2 halves at the ecliptic. So boom, cut that little globe in half, and now you got 2 halves. Now you got those 2 halves at right ascension. They knock that off into 4 segments. So they do 6 hours of right ascension, right? So from 0 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 to 24 to make 24 hours of right ascension. And that's how you get your 4 quadrants in the north and 4 quadrants in the south. So 0 to 6 hours is in the north would be NQ1, North Quadrant 1, because that's 0 to 6. NQ2 would be 6 to 12, NQ3, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of how that works out and what the quadrants really kind of mean and how they kind of relate to what we're doing. So here's the mythology of this, and I'm gonna take myself out of the loop on this one because I want to see everything, because I'm doing this a little bit differently than the way I usually do it. And let me turn myself off if I can. There we go. And so here's the CA mythology. So this has to do all about Semele, Hera, Zeus, and what happened. So there was a person that was Semele, and Semele turned out later on to be the only mortal to be parent of a god. And of course, being the only mortal to do that, of course, Zeus had to be involved. So Zeus is now dad again. He gets around this guy. This guy just doesn't stop. So Hera found out about Zeus's prolific sex life, I guess, and she found out again that he was cheating on her. So she got mad. So of course Hera's very, very angry about this again. She keeps on getting really kind of screwed by Zeus in a way. And so she becomes friends with Semele, and she disguised herself and really became really good friends with Semele, and he got the affair out of her. So unbeknownst to Semele is pregnant. So while she was pregnant, Semele made Zeus take an oath on the river Styx that would give her anything she wanted, she would get. So what she did was she said, I want to see you how you really are. I don't want to see this body person. I want to see you as your being, how you are. So to her detriment, and unfortunately she didn't know this, but no mortal can view a god in their native form. They go nuts. It's a bad idea. You don't want to do it. So you can't look on them. And unfortunately, when she did, you get burnt to ashes. So, and that's what happened to Semele. So while Semele was burning up and pregnant, by the way, Zeus saved the baby and sewed the baby to Zeus's inner thigh to finish the So he burned up, and she gets sent to the underworld, and Zeus saves the baby, who turns out to be Dionysus, by sewing him to the inside of his thigh. I don't know how that works out, but that's what it is. So
that man has more babies coming out of different parts of his body.
It's ridiculous. I mean, people get born from head exploding and bodies exploding, and it's a mess. But so here
every time I hear Dionysus, I think of the Rush song.
Yeah, I think of a Star Trek episode, but but yeah, the Rush or song will work with Dionysus. After being born, Dionysus said, "Oh man, maybe I can go save my mom, because I'm a god now too. So I'm going to go down to the underworld and see if I can save mom." So he pulls a supernatural episode and goes to the underworld and tries and goes and saves his mother. So he does. He saves his mother, and then she becomes known as Thyone, who is a goddess of Mount Olympus. And then Dionysus placed crown jewels into the heavens to commemorate his mother, and that's how we get Corona Australis. So there you go.
There you go.
I always have to add a little humor in myself. That's just me. So anyway, picture number one pick in Corona Australis. I really love the way this picture comes out. This is NGC 67, 26, and 27. This photo was taken by Adam Block using a CDK-24 from Telescope Live, 24 hours from Chile. But if you take a look at the Astrobin site on NGC 67, 26, and 27 through 8-inch scopes, a little bit more time, it looks really good. And it's got a bunch of really cool color stuff, and it looks almost like I call it the little Pleiades, but it kind of looks like that. It's a nice reflection nebula. Here you go. Here's the same thing, but a wider view. Okay, this is taken with the TOC 106 from Nambia. Okay, really cool dark nebula, and you can see the bright NGC 67, 26, and 27.
That cluster
right here.
Yeah,
there's a nice cluster. We'll get into that cluster. I think that's in pick number 2. There it is. That's the cluster. That's NGC 6541, discovered by Niccolò Cacciatore in 1826. It's 22,000 light years away. This was taken with an MP127 and a QSA camera, 2 hours only from Australia. So really, really resolved. You can resolve stars almost down to the core, and it's a really nice glob down in the south. I thought that was a really nice shot. Yeah. And
wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is a close-up of 6729.
It's almost like RAW.
Yeah, yep. It's got the nice colors. It's got this nice little red kind of thingy over here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is done with a 600 millimeter homemade Newton and ASI 1600. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a 45-minute shot from Brazil.
Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable photo by Rogerio Marcone. And those are really the only, I think that's the only three things in there. Yeah, those are the only three things that are in there. So, but I mean, these pictures in these southern sky objects are just unbelievable. I love the dark nebula in this shot.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the dust. I love the you know what, this is but it's TOC 106, it's a great, it's expensive scope.
It helps they're taking them from probably very dark skies.
Well, it's probably a Bortle Zero and Nambia. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's unbelievable. 5 hours from Nambia means, 15 hours anywhere else. So think about that. But
it vaguely, this vaguely reminds me of the Embryo Nebula.
Yep, I can see that. Yep.
How it's kind of structured where it has that little bit of red towards the center.
Yep, right in
almost
here.
like yeah.
Yep.
And that kind of reminds me of how the Embryo Nebula looks. But everything else, you can definitely say this is almost like the southern row Ophiuchus in a way, because the way everything is set up here. So it is an actual, it's actually a very beautiful cluster here, and a beautiful nebula.
Yep. All right, so that's all I got for CA. Corona Australis.
I mean, it's a small constellation. It's the 80th out of 88.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's super small. There's only 8 more, like you said. There's only 8 more smaller constellations out there. So
yes,
but
it's just a wee lad.
Oh yeah,
it's just a baby, just a baby. Yep, that's it. Just a baby. So,
all right. Yeah, let's see. So I was looking at the wrong thing before. Let's see, so I apologize about that. Looks like we had some double votes in the voting, so I'm just fixing some of it.
Happened?
So I think I don't know how that happened. So
violation.
I'm fixing the violations. That's why I'm so quiet. So I want to make sure
yourselves.
I just want to make sure it's right, before we give away some stuff.
Yeah. Make sure that
I just want to say thanks for everybody for the nice comments on my picture, but I'm sure it's a good solid second place for picture of the week.
Which one was that? Which one was that?
The one I was just messing with.
Oh no, the Christmas tree. Yeah.
I have all day tomorrow. It's gonna be snowy and rainy here tomorrow, so I'm gonna be doing that all day tomorrow.
Nice.
Now that I have all the data I need.
There you go.
So, yeah, and I finally, what was it? You've seen my post, right? You guys have seen my post that I did.
Which one?
Within Facebook, my M42 for this year, for last year, my last.
I didn't see it.
Here,
did
you put it on Discord?
No, but I did put it. It's in Astroband, and all that stuff. But here, let me just go ahead and share.
I don't know if I saw it.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, my last image. I don't know if you guys can see this yet. So if I go back to the tech card.
Oh, I think I did see that pop up the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go here. Let me turn off this overlay.
That's very very bright.
It's very orange.
Very orange.
Very orange.
You know what
orange
it reminds,
and blue and
it totally
pink
reminds
and
me of. It reminds me of the Heat Miser.
Yes.
His head of hair.
Yes.
Yeah, if you flip that in the right orientation, it's the Heat Miser.
Exactly.
Because I think I may be dating myself a little bit with what the Heat Miser looks like. So if anybody wants to know what the Heat Miser is, that's what the Heat Miser is. There you go. So just
you know what? I was thinking,
one of the best Christmas time shows ever.
Yes, I love that. I was thinking
Heat Miser and Snow Miser.
If I would turn this, a little bit on its head, it reminds me of a troll, of one of the troll dolls. So I was, having so much fun with this. But this was HA and HALRGB. But the biggest thing for me was just, really trying to learn and get into HDR. And so I can push back, the core and be able to really see, the core the way I want it to. If I can move it over. Get more so I can see more of the cluster, That was my main goal.
Yeah.
Was to make me able to try to see that, see the trapezium cluster as best I could. So in that sense, I'm happy with it.
There you go.
Yeah, so that was it.
Stars look good. What camera was that? Was that your 571?
This was a 2600 mono.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
With the FLT 91. And like you, I rip out the stars. I do things. I guess I've done things a little differently, where I was still using histogram transformation, but again, like I would do, I did linear fit, Graxpert, everything, but I would rip out the stars, work on the stars. But then I used which script? The Screen Star script. Are you familiar with that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
With from Bill Blanchard, and and then I put them right back using that script.
Yeah, that's good. And the new script on in Pixinsight, the reintegrate stars works really well too.
Okay, I haven't tried that one yet.
It works really good.
Right on.
Because with the reintegrate star script, I guess you can actually do some star reduction when you put them back in, if you want to, bring them back a little bit.
Okay.
I've been finding 2 steps of Blur Exterminator actually does some nice star reduction, and you can avoid having to do any extra work like that.
You're talking about after it's non-linear, right?
Basically Blur Exterminator in the linear state, apply it, and then do a second round a couple steps later.
Really?
While it's still in a linear state, and
actually
does some nice star reduction.
You want to switch back over to the 4-up?
Yeah, we're just staring at Eric.
You're staring at me now. It's like, hello.
There you go. Hello.
I know I'm pretty, but
Yeah, typically, Sean, I've been typically I'll do the Blur X, and then once I'm done with that, I'll rip the stars out and just save them and do them separately, because then I don't have to stretch them. I can stretch them to where I like them. So when I get done, I really don't have to do any star reduction. I might, because maybe I stretched them a little more than I thought I needed to, but for the most part, I stretch them to where I like them.
I used to do the star reduction near the end, but I've actually eliminated that step at this point, because doing the Blur Exterminator, BXT for short is what I call it, actually does a nice job if you do it in 2 steps. it works pretty good. So everything, all the blur exterminator stuff I do is all done in linear state.
In linear, right? Yeah.
Including the noise exterminator and the stars. The stars get ripped out in a linear state before any of the stretching happens and stuff like that. So
yeah, so I basically, I'll do the blur exterminator and then run a reduced noise exterminator before I stretch everything. But then when I'm working on a starless image, even after it's stretched, before I'm done with everything, I'll run noise exterminate through that starless image just to kind of smooth everything out real good before I put the stars back in.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it was interesting to see your workflow and stuff like that. You actually put more work into it than what I would. So Eric, going back to your M42 there, the color stuff, was that an artist prerogative in terms of the color choice, or is that sort of what emerged?
Honestly, it was a little bit of both.
Or was it a
little bit of both.
Did back pain drugs have anything to do with it at all, or?
You know what? It could have. They very well could have been. So
I was
there would have been some. There probably would have been. It could have been some drug induced. Color. Psychedelic. I'm kind of feeling it.
That's so funny.
So yeah. I mean, but
what
a lot of
filters,
it.
What filters up there?
It was LRGB and HA.
HA, yeah, but were they like Optilon filters or?
The LRGB was Optilon, and the HA is a Antlia 3 nanometer.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Good. Yeah. No, the image looked great and stuff. I'm just curious about the color and that. That's all. You don't typically see it represented like that, so I just wondered where that stemmed from. If that was something that, because sometimes odd colors can emerge when you're processing, I've found, and sometimes you have to tweak things a little bit in order to bring it back into something that would be more.
Yeah, and it was a little bit of me also doing some masking of different areas, and then I would just doing some range masking of different areas, like especially around the core. I masked that out. I would tweak around, block that, and then bring out a few bits here and there, like the orange and that yellow. And then the blue actually just popped up that way. Actually, it was green. It was actually green. Then I did the NCNR, and just left the blue.
Right.
And and then I just, with that mask, with the core, I just tried to boost up the blue a little bit to try to give it a little bit of extra color. A little bit of extra punch, but didn't want to overkill it. I really was, like I said, I was more focused on, because M42, while I love it, has also been one of the ones that I've always blown out the core, right?
Yeah,
and
it's easy to do.
And it's very easy to do. And I was also learning and experimenting more with, mask and HDR and pulling things back, so I can actually see the stars more.
So that image is an HDR composition, basically, of what exposure? What exposures were you doing for that then?
Those were 60-second, 30-second, and 10-second.
Okay, all right.
And the HA, actually, the HA was 5 minutes.
5 minutes, right? Yeah, you can go longer with the HA for sure. Yeah. No, it turned out great. Yeah.
And then, then I did, and then luminance was like 2 minutes. So
right.
Yeah. So Eric, do you typically default to using range mask for your masking stuff? Have you tried using the ACDNR mask?
No, I've not even experimented with ACDNR. I mean,
you got to try that because it works really
use
well.
Game or range.
Yeah.
I've found that ACDNR mask works amazing.
Yeah, I use that a lot.
Be a little more selective on what you want to mask and not mask.
Yep.
Okay. I really got to spend more time really building, listening to everybody here, and coming, from, because I like my integration is always like within Astro Pixel Processor, and then I bring it then into PixInsight. So a lot of the post processing is a lot of information that you guys have shared. What, Sean? What do you got against APP?
Oh, nothing. I just,
you gotta give APP. You make me go PP. I know.
I'm gonna have to show you. I will spare 15 minutes of my time to show you how to set it up and do it in PixInsight.
I know how to use WBPP. I'm just so used to using APP.
And you know, not for nothing, that's not the first time I've heard where people do that type of process where they use APP
I mean,
up to
TJ does it as well. TJ does it as well. He does that,
Some people use DTI Stacker and then bring it into PixInsight and then go to Photoshop.
I used APP for a while and would bring it into PixInsight. But since now the spectromagnetic color calibration and all that's come out, you can't transfer those files into PixInsight because they're not plate solved properly. So then you have to solve the image and do all this, that, and the other. And it's
you can run the image solver and
you can run the image solver. I've done that.
Yeah,
that's another step.
But the thing is, when you do WPPP, everything's embedded in the FITS files, and it's just so much easier to go from there. APP is great. I mean, I loved it. I used to. I mean, there were a lot of times in the early days when I first got PixInsight, and I would be stacking images and processing and everything. APP did a better job of stacking and calibrating images than PixInsight did. And granted, I was dealing with that 294 and having flat issues and stuff like that, where it seemed like APP was doing a better job at calibrating those images than PixInsight was.
It wasn't the software. It was the camera. So.
Well, we know that now. Now I don't have to worry about it. So. Anybody see Quiz video today on why he doesn't use dark frames anymore?
I did, and you know what? It's making me say, all right, maybe I should just toss out my entire dark library for my 2600. For my 2600 and my 533. Just toss them all out and just go with flats and bias.
But darks are so easy. They're easy to take.
They are, and they last forever,
And they're not useless. Like, I sort of disagree with that. The thumbnail for his YouTube video there. I haven't seen the video. I haven't watched it, but darks are actually very useful because CMOS cameras they're not no noise. They're low noise. So you still have some noise in there, and the darks can actually help improve the signal to noise ratio. So eliminating the darks is not necessarily a good thing to do, in my opinion.
And it negates all the hot pixels too, and
if you're dealing with hot pixels, I don't deal with that so much in the CMOS cameras, but
CCD players,
cameras,
yeah,
definitely.
I was dealing with bad rows, bad
I've had a couple where they'll show up and you're like, what the hell is that? And then you realize, oh, it's a hot pixel.
And Sean, I got to agree with you. I mean, the amount of crappy skies that we have, nights that have you just do your darks on those nights, and
exactly.
You do it once every 3 months or 4 months, whatever.
Every 6 months.
Yeah, that's right. I do darks twice a year. That's
6 months.
I do it every 6 months.
Yeah, every 6 months. I'll do them I'll do them before the winter, and I do them before the summer because those are the times where you can either cool down to a really cool temperature with your camera, or you can't.
Yep.
And so you just
Yeah, but I don't think I'll ever stop doing darks. I'll just continue to do them.
I guess the one big thing that his reasoning was also because of the lack of amp glow with the newer cameras, that they don't have, even with the longer exposures, you don't have that concern with amp glow, like with the IMX 571 and the 533 sensors is his reasoning.
But you know what?
I mean, if you're doing 10, 15, 30-second exposures, yeah, sure, bias will probably work for those. But if you're doing, 300, 600-second exposures, yeah, you want some dark frames in there. For sure.
I mean, not for nothing, no. We've all agreed that dark frames is going to help you SNR. It's going to help you SNR, right? So why would you not do something that's going to make your picture better, especially when you got so many cloudy days as you have?
Yeah.
You know what are you going to do? You're gonna reprocess M42 for the 57th time. I mean, do some dark frames, do them twice a year, and be done with it. I mean, it's gonna make your picture better in the long run, I think. And everyone's got their own opinion. I hear Queeve's point, and I understand where he's going with it.
I understand it, but
but I think that if there is something that you could do to make your picture better, why wouldn't you do it? That's like I am going to paint the Mona Lisa with the crappiest paintbrush that I can possibly find because it's easier. But that's me. Maybe I'm blowing it out of proportion a little bit with the Mona Lisa, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're not. I mean, like I said already, darks are like so easy to take, and I don't know about you, but they're some of my best images. I get really great.
yeah, mine coming. Now that I got the 571, they're beautiful.
I should put a dark frame up there for a picture of the month or something like that, or picture of the week.
Do that. Big thumb.
Hey, Sean, you're designated second place, man. I hate to tell you.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. But hey, listen, it's about that time to do picture because I think I got all. There was a lot over the last 2 days. It looked like somebody spammed our voting system. So so we went from I looked at it on Wednesday. We were at 174, and today we were at 373. So in 2 days we got 90 votes each. So I was able to get all of the duplicate IP addresses out of there, and I was able to make this a legit contest. So just wanted to let everybody know, full transparency. So just if there's a little bit less than what I said before, that's the reason why. How many votes we had that we got totally spammed, but I did fix it and it's cleared up, and that's why I was so quiet. I was clearing it up while we were on the air. So I do apologize for that. But Eric, it's all yours, my friend.
All right, man. So let's do this.
And so this is picture of the year for the cover of the calendar. The L Quad, which was graciously donated by our buddy on the bottom, Sean Nielsen, and not Darth Vader. And they're also going to get another semi-fabulous prize in the mail. So we're gonna do that.
Okay, just a sec here. Let me.
What's that? Yeah, we did get you in a Speedo. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of here. Let me go here to image of our image week page. And let's see, we've got
what the pictures look like first.
The image of the month. Do we want to do image of the month first, then do image of the year?
Oh yeah. Let's see what they look like first. Let's put them on the screen so everybody could see what they look like. And I'll make you big, Eric. I'll make you big.
Interesting. Oh, this is one thing I do not like about the poll is that it gave everything away.
What do you mean?
It gave it away, did it?
We just see you, just so you know.
Oh, I know.
Okay. All right.
So just give me a sec here. Here we go.
Need a little Grecian on that beard there, Eric.
I know.
I can't say nothing. This.
I don't even fight it anymore.
Yeah, well,
That's one thing. Why bother?
I'm still fighting it. I'll fight it till I die. I'll fight it. I'll lose, but I'll fight it.
Oh gosh. All right. So give me just a sec here because something didn't look right to me when I go back to the main thing.
No problem.
Okay, cool. So So first off, I want to do a quick recap. So let me share my screen here. Okay, so on the 29th, we had Kevin. Congrats. He won for Image of the Week for the 29th. Let's see here, this was our Image of the Month. And is that still going? Oh, I'm sorry, that's still going on. So don't forget that this is.
You got 2 weeks on.
Yeah, so don't forget here we got for our contestants, we've got Flaming Star, Tadpole, Spider, and the Fly Nebula by Greg Meyer. The Elephant Trunk by Harold Soto. The Heart Nebula by Tom Peter. Andromeda, also by Harold. And Kevin's Orion.
Yeah, that's all picture of the month, right? Yeah, so
that's all for picture of the month. And actually, this was something.
Just reminder, this is going to be the first picture of the month for the 2025 calendar. Yeah, so this will be December in 25. How many?
Yes. So far, we've got 99 votes so far. Yeah.
All right. Might want to check that one for spam too, but
maybe want to double check that. Yeah. But for Image of the Year, let's recap here. We had in January of 23, we had Bloodstones, Rosette Nebula section. Tom Peters M45.
You zoom in a little bit, Eric?
Yeah, let me zoom in.
One more.
Okay, good?
One more.
One more?
There you go. Perfect.
Cool. So we had M45 by Tom. M42 by Abe Jones. Merlot 15 by Jason Pellegrini.
Merlot.
Yeah, you got some slack on Wednesday night, by the way, Eric.
Yeah.
It's not Merlot. It's
there's no R.
There's no R in Merlot.
Huh?
There's no R.
It's MEL.
It's Merlot.
Oh, Merlot. Oh, sorry. Okay, all right, my fair enough. It's Merlot.
We're not drinking wine. We're not drinking Merlot.
We're not drinking wine. Very good.
He was drinking wine and taking painkillers for his back.
Yeah, and I was doing the poll and typing stuff up. We have Josh's Seagull Nebula for May. For June, Chris Bierkman's M91.
That's a cool picture.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's well done, that one.
Greg Meyer in July for the Lagoon Nebula. For August, Phoenix Astros, Pillars of Creation.
All right, so can you just zoom right in on the Pillars of Creation for me? Because my wife pointed this out to me the other night. Just can you zoom right in the middle? Well, keep on going, right in the middle. One more, maybe. Nope.
Did I?
Yeah, go back there. There it is. Okay.
There you go.
So you see the main pillar of creation, and then like a little jet goes out from like
Yeah.
the 3 o'clock. So and
Yeah.
you see the strip that goes down, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This one here.
So my wife goes, "Why is that person strangling a puppy?"
That's an eagle. That's an eagle capturing his fish.
Looks like he's the guy, and his arm is out strangling a puppy, and the back of the puppy is like curved a little bit, and the tail's down.
Oh God!
looks more like a cat to me, which is fine.
Oh man, yeah.
I was like, "Oh wow, that's like the skull. I'll never not see that ever again."
I'll never unsee that.
It is now the pillars of death.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh. That's funny. Oh man. All right, September. Billy Beckett's Western Veil.
Okay.
The Cocoon by Scott Schneider for October. November, we had Ernie Jacobs with his Crescent Nebula. And I do see the faint soap bubble there.
Yep.
Yeah.
December, another Milat 15.
Well, close up version.
That's pre BXT too.
Yep.
Okay. This looks almost like, I don't know, someone holding up something like a statue, almost like Statue of
Like
Liberty.
a torch.
Torch, yeah,
Like
it
a
looks
torch,
like a torch. Yep.
Yeah. And right, so we had, according to this, 300.
That's not
votes.
correct.
That's not accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not accurate.
No,
All
that's
right.
not. It's actually 274, I think.
I show 212 on my screen.
234.
Yeah, that's probably
234 is the final tally. 234.
234 is the final number.
Yeah,
Okay.
234 is the final tally.
All right. And let me just go back here. Yeah, 234. And the winner of the 2023 Astro World Image of the Year is.
Drum roll, please. Brrr. And the winner is
Dave Schaefer, Malot 15.
February 2023 by Tom Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
What a close number
of
votes between January and February.
Yeah, Bloodstone was four votes behind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Oh, I was 6. Okay.
So
there you go. But hey,
recap.
listen.
That was a great image. Yeah.
That was a great image.
Great image. Well done, Tom.
Congratulations, Tom.
Awesome job. That's why I was trying, get some
There
people on. Yeah.
That was a really good image. So I love how the stringy wisps he got. I mean, it looks beautiful.
It was unbelievable. Yeah, it's
Can
very
you see
well
the galaxy
done.
in the background there? Where's the hidden galaxy there?
Yeah, it's there. You can see it. You just can't see it on YouTube.
Yeah, you'd have to really blow it up, I guess.
Yeah, it's there.
It's like somewhere up in here.
Yep.
Yeah, so cool.
Is that it right there?
Really good. No,
that's too far out.
Here or over? Actually, it might be over here by these 3 stars here. It's like right in there to the left. Yeah, just up a little. See the 3 little triangle of stars there? Yeah, it's right in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's it at like 5 o'clock from that left star. No, see right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll find it. But it's a great job.
Yeah,
I mean,
great picture.
Job.
Unbelievable, Tom. So, Tom, you are the winner of the L Quad. The picture of the year. The cover goes to you. And
hope you shoot in color.
Mhm.
Yeah. And what the semi-fabulous prize that I'm going to be mailing to you now is it's going to be a frame with your picture in the frame and a little engraved thing that says "Picture of the Year Astroworld" with the logo on it. And, congratulations, man! Really nice job.
Way to
Unbelievable.
go, man. All right, we can go
Yeah,
up to 4 up
pretty
now.
cool.
We can go to 4 up.
Why you don't want to see your face no more?
I'm good. I know what I look like. I know I'm pretty. I'm pretty.
There you
I'm
go.
like Ali.
Good attitude.
I'm pretty. I'm pretty.
Right.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh God, don't do it. We don't need that.
I want to gotta keep that G-rated.
Yes, please.
Hey, Norton.
Why don't you come over
No,
here?
no. I know that you know that. No, just go.
Oh, God, you started. Get it. We're done. We're out of here.
Hey, no, listen. I mean, unbelievable picture of the year to Tom. Really great job.
Yeah,
really
nice.
wonderful picture. Well deserved. Unbelievable. And you know what? In all fairness, it kind of goes with the tear that he went on. I believe he got 7 or 8 pictures of the week over the course of the year.
8, I think he got pictures of the week. Yeah,
8. So I think it was. I think it was.
I think we were tied at 6, and then he won like 2 more. And
maybe. Yeah, it was close. It was close. You had quite a number too.
Finished solid second a number of times.
Yeah, telling you. But you know, so now you know we got a bunch of people that have over 6. Yourself, Greg Meyer had 6 last year, and then Tom has 7 or 8.
Tom blew it off. Tom blew it out of the water this year.
Yep, he did unbelievable. So, hey, listen, Kevin, you know everybody's got. Every single picture of the year was freaking awesome. Let's just put that out there right now. So you know it's
well,
tough.
Kevin, your Orion is really good for picture of the month too. So
yeah, I mean, hey, listen, you might be in the running for picture of the year for 2025. So I mean,
very well could be. Yeah,
you know, really great pictures. And I swear, what I'm gonna do is I still have all the polls in there from the first one that we did. And if I just show you, like, I think maybe a couple shows, I'm going to pull a couple of the photos from the first one we did to the most recent one. You guys are going to see the difference of the pictures, the quality of the pictures over the past 2 years have been just unbelievable. You know, it's really unbelievable. So nice job to everybody. Congrats to all the pictures of the month. Congrats to Tom again for picture of the year. So, I mean, really great job.
Yeah. Well deserved.
Nice. All right. Well, Eric is going to be off next week. He's going to take care of some business, and and then I know Sean, you're gonna come hang out, and Dave, I think you're gonna hang out.
Come hang out.
And Pete is going to be around Wednesday as well. When we have Nico, Nico's going to be on Wednesday night.
Nico's going to be on. Yeah, that'll be good.
It's going to be a bummer that I'm going to miss all this, but you know, health comes first.
And then
you can watch on YouTube like the rest of us, Eric.
Yep, pretty much. I'll be chiming in. You know,
you could jump in from the hospital bed with your cell phone, as long as
with
you don't,
your cell phone. And,
don't screw up the
make
hospital
rude,
machine.
obnoxious comments.
Just make sure you're wearing the gown the right way when you go live.
Yeah, really.
Right.
Well, which way is the right way? You know, now you think about it.
I don't think
there is.
Probably the least offensive way to wear it. How's that?
That would be from the side. I got to do it from the side. You know, I can't do it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about your ass, but mine's pretty good.
They get you all looped up in there. You don't even care in the hospital. You're just like, how do you want me to wear it?
It's a shame where my best asset I usually end up sitting on the whole time. So I mean, it's just.
Yeah. So I'll keep you guys posted, and we'll see. I don't know, because when they do this whole thing, my voice could be all messed up. So I don't know how this whole thing is going to end up, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Good luck. You'll do, but you'll come through. You're going to really, I mean, knowing from experience, and you're going to be like, oh my God, what a difference. So
you're going to be a new man. New man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bionic man. You'll be the bionic man. We can rebuild it.
Don't worry, you'll be trying out for the Titans next week. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, Dan.
Henry's leaving, so you never know.
or at least you could try out for Navy, because they keep on losing. So.
Oh,
you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm done with you. I am done with you. I've had it. That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more.
Do me a favor. Call up your seamen and tell them to not do their game on Astropalooza Day. I mean, really, 2 years in a row? Come on.
Right.
Lord Jesus, Lord baby Jesus.
Keep on praying. It ain't gonna work.
Oh gosh. I have to get my smart water out here. And like this today.
The power of Christ compels you.
Compels you.
All right, that definitely deserves a little stuff. There you go. There you go.
Absolutely.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it once a night. But listen, another great show. I mean, I expect it to be done in an hour, and it's at 2 hours and 5 minutes we're at. So pretty cool. So thank you, Sean, for hanging out with us. Thank you,
Sean, so much for hanging out. Dave, thank you so much for hopping on, man. That's some great info you shared. I love your workflow. I'm personally going to be going back and checking out the replay of this and taking notes myself personally. So
check out the AC Dinar mask.
Yeah, for sure. So thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Final thoughts, fellas.
Well, for me,
congratulations, Tom. Well done.
Yeah, congrats. I mean, for sure.
Deservedly so. You kicked butt this year with your images, and everybody had great images. So I mean, it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
see the guy that took the most. Yeah. But thanks again for letting me hang out. So yeah, if it's cool, I'll keep coming on and hanging out with you guys. I mean,
more than welcome.
It's a great time, and hopefully everything will be groovy and everything will go well this year. And good luck again on Monday, Eric. Hopefully everything goes well, and you'll be on the mend and everything's groovy. And I'm sorry to hear about your aunt, but it's one of those things we have to deal with.
Yep.
I'll have to deal with it. Yep.
It sucks. I know. We just had a death in our family not too long ago, so I know what it's like. But,
goodbye.
Appreciate it. But we'll catch up with everybody after I can actually speak again.
Well, they're not taking out your vocal cords, man. They're just taking
but they're gonna trach him.
Oh, you got the trach.
Yeah.
That's right. He's getting the neck done. Yeah, that's right.
I'm getting the neck done. They're doing the disc replacement of the neck. So they go this way, and they have to push it.
I thought they were doing your lumbar.
No, not yet. That is hopefully like in 3 or 4 months. I would hope.
Yeah, that part's that's the easy surgery, actually.
Yeah, that's the easy one. Yeah, the lumbar.
Yeah.
As soon as that's done, and I wake up, it'll be like the heavens have opened up. The angels are singing. I am pain-free.
I have seen the top of the mountain. I've seen the top of the mountain, Beavis, and it looks good.
That's it. It looks good. No pain.
Cornholio.
Oh,
yes. Where is it? Yes, what is it?
No, he's doing- All right. I'm done.
No,
Sean, final thoughts, Sean.
Great. I don't really have a final thought. It was a great show, some great images, and everyone has put in a really fantastic effort over the past year with their images and their processing. It's been really interesting to see the progression, like you said, how the images have improved over, not just the last year, but the last couple of years for sure. And so great stuff, guys. Keep up the good work. Hopefully everyone gets a lot of clear skies soon, and we can keep imaging and keep looking up and all that good stuff.
Rock and roll. All right.
Sure.
All right, everybody. Well, don't forget to come and hang out with us on Wednesday the 10th, and with everybody here minus Eric plus Pete and Nico. So we're gonna have 5 people, it looks like, on that night. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Nico's looking forward to it. And don't forget, after that, we have Maxi Falieres on the 17th and Adrian Bradley on the 24th, and Ron Breacher on the 7th, and then Greg Crinklaw in February for Sky Tools. And so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So it's gonna we're starting to build up the guest list again, so it's going to be a lot of fun winter. It's going to be cool again. So
All right.
we're going to make Astroworld great again. And
Yes.
All right, everybody.
I'm leaving.
Have a great night. Eric needs a drink. I need to watch the Islanders. Dave already lost, and Sean's going to bed.
Yeah, got spanked. Don't even talk about it.
Yeah, well, the Islanders blowing leads just dumped over to you. So
yeah, exactly.
All right, everybody. Well, have a great night. Have a great and safe weekend. Hopefully, you don't have the weather that I'm going to be having this weekend. A lot of rain, possible snow, and I heard 12 inches in Philadelphia, in Philadelphia. Yeah, Philadelphia. About 12 inches. It looks like it's going to skirt. Looks like it's going to.
I thought it was always sunny in Philadelphia.
Only if you're Danny DeVito and you're
That's what
about
they
4'3". So
Bad.
But everybody, have a great night. Take it easy. Have a great weekend. Don't drink too much. And remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Wednesday night.
See you guys.
Have a good night, everybody. Oh, my.